Having the title of Beatles biographer is frequently worn out. That try to keep my occupation a secret at parties, not the least of which is with people who were not even alive when they broke up in 1971. Being the biographer not only of the Beatles as a band, but John, Paul, and George individually. In the same manner that one cannot copyright fiction, one cannot copyright non-fiction, thus there is nothing that can do about it. As a result, the news of Sam Mendes's 4 Beatles biopics, out of which one was dedicated to each of the band members, was met with resignation. In addition to receiving accolades for his bright colorized recreations of the First World War, Peter Jackson has also received recognition for his interpretations of J.R.R. Tolkien's Hobbit sagas. However, when he turned his focus to the Beatles, the outcome was an 8-hour documentary series for Disney Plus that was wildly overhyped and succeeded in accomplishing the seemingly impossible challenge of making them appear boring. A very different matter is that of feature films. There has been a steady stream of them since 1979, beginning with Birth of the Beatles, which was produced by the American television and radio broadcaster Dick Clark, and ending with Nowhere Boy, which was directed by Sam Taylor Johnson and is about John's early childhood. Despite the fact that nothing can compare to the true narrative, none of them have had a significant impact. As is the case with Jackson, it is reported of Mendes that he is a huge fan of the Beatles, giving the impression that this is a necessary prerequisite for his endeavor. In point of fact, the circumstances are just the contrary, since supporters lack impartiality and only deal in gush. When initially heard what Mendes was planned a few months ago, it appeared impossible for his source material to not contain 4 Beatles books. In particular, the Lennon biography, which had Yoko Ono's cooperation, and the McCartney biography, which had its subject's tacit authorization, seemed to be the most likely candidates for it. On the other hand, an assistant at his company declined the offer, declaring that he had been doing his own research over the past year, talking to the Beatles and their families directly, as well as many in their circle. Therefore, the answer to this question is that there are just 2 Beatles living, neither of whom is capable of expressing anything new, and the majority of their families and inner circle from when they were Beatles have passed away. In other words, the great director would like not to be confounded by facts as he delivers his personal Beatlemania to the screen, nor would he consider admitting that there might be something about the subject that he does not know, nor would he. Everyone knows that John, Paul, and George are deserving of their own individual biopics, but Ringo isn't getting the same treatment.